Hey guys, this is Slimer. A quick little instructional video on how to get going here. Obviously I've been going for about 12 hours here. First things first, when you start out you're going to have your one fleet. Now I can't actually look at it because I got an upgrade going, but you start out with two of these Griffins that have rail guns, and then they have basic armor. So we're just going to go ahead and launch and get out here to do a little kiting. So I'm just going to grab this first one here. As long as sometimes if you'll have multiple fleets out, this won't be selected. You know it's selected if you have the big blue bar around it. So click on the fleet, hit attack. Hopefully I've turned down the volume on the game so you can hear me easy. You have to hit join battle up there in order to get in. So by default your ships are just going to fly straight at these guys, and by default you're going to have as many targeted as you can get. So right here I'm just clicking with the left mouse button, trying to stay out of their fire. You see, with a level 1 they don't last all that long, and then you get the victory. You got your resources that you won. This is where you'll get any of the blueprints. I'm not going to bother deep scanning, and you really don't want to at this point. Let's see if we can find something better. Here we go. A level 3 scout fleet. So there should be 4, I think. Let's get up there. Yeah, this will take a little bit longer. So again, you don't want to go straight at them. And if you right click up there, you can target just one ship. Now I didn't get to group these guys very well, so some of them are out. But now they're starting to get together, you see. As you kite around, this is what we call kiting. You're basically, their fire is going past, and you're hitting them. That way you can avoid long repair times. So with the mouse wheel you can zoom in and out. Let's check around for some more that are actually worthy, that might actually take some time. Now anywhere in here, if you left click or right click without clicking on an object, that's where your fleet will start to head. Now down here in the lower right corner you got your resources, which are back at your base. And this is your fleet cargo. That's kind of important. Once this gets up to 100%, you will stop carrying the cargo. It'll be left behind. And then you can come back later and load it up. Okay, well there's at least another scout fleet there, so let's go get that. And right down here in the middle of your ships, you can see the time until you get there. You see the red bar that's kind of filling up a couple of these where they got hit. That's their damage. Actually, you know, despite me not needing it, I'm going to go after this energy transport because it'll be a little bit longer battle. And while we're waiting on that, down here in the lower left is where you get the chat, you got the sector chat, and alliance chat. Standard buttons any game has. Alliance leaderboard, which doesn't exist at the moment because the game hasn't been out for 24 hours yet, at least not in beta. Alright, here we go. Now these guys are going to have different ship types, so in this case I'm going to turn around and retarget this one. As soon as you target, they will turn and try to go attack it directly. So I'm just trying to stay out until they get in range. That's your range right there, where your weapons can hit. Now I think some of these guys have missiles, so that's why I'm sort of going away from them. Now, this guy just appears to have beams, so I'm going to try to just track him down. Get inside his firing radius. and then he won't be able to fire back. I'm kind of coming into the other guy's range there. Alright, so now let's start kiting this guy. And now he's missing. Now there's a blueprint you can get, and just a regular tech that you can research that'll let you lead targets. Now I've got that on all of these ships. You won't have that to begin with. So we're just going to keep going around in circles until this guy's dead. And boom. That is the basics of combat, at least with these smaller ships. Now you see how I'm full here now? So you're about to see the cargo pod. There it is. Now people will come and steal these, so I'm going to launch my other fleet, get it down here. So you see it's a minute away. I'm going to wait until you can clearly see that I'm incoming, and then I'll recall my first fleet. I just use standard colors: black, red, blue, green, all the way through the color palette. So 30 seconds. I don't see anybody else around. There's Jennifer over there, her base. Obviously everybody is bubbled. Alright, 20 seconds. You ought to be able to see it coming in. There we go. And then you'll see right there, up here, your radar. You'll see it moving. So, alright, that's close enough. Get my fleet out of there and recall. That's just a left click. You can also come up here to fleets and recall fleet, or go to fleet. And it looks like there's next to nothing left behind, so let's recall that one. Alright, I'm going to go back to my base. Obviously I've got an upgrade going. I got a refit on the Phoenix that you get. Cooling coils being researched. I don't have anything else I can research at the moment. I got to really get my resources up here, because a lot of stuff, like my resource depots, are level 3, command center's level 4. But to get some of the good stuff, you know, research the next level of weapons, I got to upgrade, and I need a whole lot more here. But that should be pretty standard for any game. So back to the map real quick. Now right here, you can see some of our, you know, quasi-allies, other blues. They're in battle. You can left-click that and go watch battle. So this guy's almost done. He's just staying still. He's probably doing this on auto. I mean, personally, I would not do this particular one on auto. I mean, he's got a level 1 fleet against a level 8 enemy rook. He could kick the crap out of this guy if he would kite, but he's not, so. Alright, well, that's the basics of resource gathering. Let's go back in here. Now, starting out, the other way you get resources is down here. These are your trade routes. Once you get, let me get that down here. I've got it way the heck down here in my communication center. Once you get to level 4, you get a second trade route. So I'll cancel both of these. So each one of these guys has different drop rates. Now this one happens to have more of the credits but less of these. These 3 alternate between more of the other 3. This one's got it there, and this one's got it there. So at the moment, I'm just doing Acme because it's more balanced, and Starwind because I need the synthetics. And it goes 24 hours, and then you got to redo it. So that, I think, is the basics, and I'm going to end the video right here. depending on what Section 31 wants to do. We'll see if this video is enough. I'll see you guys in game.